How is it possible that we can love our enemies? Well, here's a question for you. Does God love Satan? We think of things from a human perspective, but we don't know the heart and the mind of God the way that we should. In Isaiah 14, verse 12, it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" You can hear the love that God had for Lucifer. God loved Lucifer, and I'm sure that he still loves him, even though Lucifer, who is now called Satan, is doing what he's doing now and will be punished and will eventually have no life. But he had time where he would have repented. Like any father, they love their children. But there came a point where Lucifer did no longer love God. And in Revelation 12, verse 7, it says, "And there was war in heaven. And Michael and his archangels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was there a place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him." Well, it is often said that we're supposed to hate the sin, yet love the sinner. And that's what God does. We might take those verses and say, "Oh, there was war in heaven and God doesn't love him anymore." But if God didn't love him, he could have just destroyed him in an instant. That's what hate does. But God didn't hate. He gave him a chance and an opportunity. We can read in Jude 1 verse 9, it says, "Yet Michael the archangel, when contending with the devil, disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, The Lord rebuke thee. But these speak evil of those things which they know not, but what they know naturally, as brute beasts, and those things they corrupt themselves." This verse here teaches us that in Job, that even Michael the archangel didn't argue with Satan. He didn't call him down and say, "You're an evil nothing." He didn't say all these bad, nasty things that people that can't love their enemies usually do. And that's why the last part of that verse says that these things which they know not, but what they know naturally as brute beasts, and those things they corrupt themselves. And that's talking about the carnal nature. When we have our carnal nature, we're like brute beasts, and we're supposed to be restored unto God. And when we're restored unto God, put off the old man, put on the new. And when we do that, that is the only way that we can truly love our enemies. We might be able to learn this through looking through nature, and some people might be able to do this not knowing God from the Bible. But we have the Bible. And there's something that's interesting in the Bible that people seem to forget. And there's something called the schoolmaster. And most people say, well, the schoolmaster's done away with. Well, yes, it is, and no, it's not at the same time. We have to remember that in order to graduate from school, first you have to go to school. And the schoolmaster teaches us how to come to God, how to love God. It teaches us how to love ourselves, and it also teaches us how to love our enemies. And I'll go into these in a few videos later on. I pray that you look at them, because in order to really love God, you have to love your neighbor as yourself, and your neighbor might be your enemy.